Been doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs now for 17 days. This is probably the fifth time I've done this. And I have something to report, but it's actually not me. It's about my friend Maria and how things have changed in a short time. I decided to do this beef, butter, bacon, and eggs 30-day stint with her. And, she, just for a little backstory, she's tried carnivore probably in the middle of July, had a little bit of a tough time trying to get things going. But then we refocused, and now we're doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30 days. And we're going to talk about what's happened to her, if it's magic, coincidence, or what. It is Anthony Stewart. This is Food for Thought, and we're questioning everything they've ever said. And today there's going to be a little bit of an interesting spin. No, I'm not a woman. And before anybody jumps down my throat about not understanding, I don't. I am a male. Maria is a female. I am just reporting on what she has said to me about 15 days into beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And I think it's amazing. And you see the look on her face when it wasn't really shock. It was amazement, really. So first, foremost, this is my N of 1. This is my anecdotal experiment on myself, my journey. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist, but things pop up all the time, and we got to discuss this today. So this is how it went. First off, I stepped on a scale this morning. I'm 169 pounds. I've been eating probably once, maybe twice a day when I'm not working. Unfortunately, the last week of work is very busy. Last week of the month, so I'm just bombarded with long hours and heavy lifting days. But I'm good. I've got a couple days off. Nice to recover. Anyway, stepped on the scale. I'm 169 pounds. That's great. I feel pretty good. I'm just kind of on cruise control. I've done this before. Nothing really surprising. The reason why I do this is just to get refocused, disciplined. Now Maria, on the other hand, and this is amazing. She was curious about carnivore because we were talking about it, and she was like, if you coach me, I'll do it. So she started, and then things sort of happen. And this is the problem with a lot of people too, is there's a decision to be made here. Some people need to do very hard work. Other people can cruise through this. So some people that jump into this way of living or way of eating can have a few learning curves. And that's completely normal. The idea is to be aware and conscious of what is going on. Now, I'm not going to get into the science of anything, but here's what happened. So on Monday, we have this, she does sound bowl healing, and we go and do breath work. So I go to Maria's, and we have this little day to sort of talk about how she's doing, and kind of give her a little pep talk, and she tells me about how she feels and what's going on. And what we discussed about, which is really tough for me because I'm obviously not a female and I don't have these things, but it's quite fascinating that she had no PMS, no symptoms. Why? Why all of a sudden, after 40 plus years of her life, no symptomatic PMS? Emotionally stable, no mood swings, no crazy cravings. From her description, no soreness anywhere in her female parts, and a much more regular, healthy flow. So what's going on? She's been animal-based, eating meat and fat for just about 2 months, maybe pushing into 3, but focusing on beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for the last 15 days at this point. And her face, it was amazing to watch her face be not shocked and horrified, but just amazed that this was possible. So, but without getting into reasons why, I'm just gonna confirm this. When you start this way of eating and you are eliminating all the noise, all the distractions, all the inflammatory foods, and possibly the vegetables, because, there's a big context and it's very nuanced. But what your body will start to do is start to retune, refine. Things will start happening in certain ways that is going to be up to you. We hear about sleep apnea being resolved in a matter of days. We hear about energy levels going through the roof within a matter of weeks. We hear about autoimmune conditions reversing. All these symptomatic things that we would take drugs for. It comes down to this: when you give your body what it needs and requires without any distractions, sugar, vegetable oils, most plants in certain contexts, your body starts to get more functional. And it's simple. This is what happens. Is this forever? Probably not. We all have to live. We all have to experience our own journeys, our own ways. And for one, I believe we have to find our own way. You need to find out for yourself. You can watch online at all these people preach to you about how and what to do. But what it breaks down to is when our bodies are getting the right vitamins, minerals, protein, our building blocks for all of our tissues, our enzymes, our neurotransmitter, hormones, and fat, with fat-soluble vitamins, essential fatty acids, things start to happen. Do you have to go carnivore? Probably not. Maybe. Some people do. Do you have to be 100% carnivore? That might be an option for you. If it's not, scale it back. Start eating meat. Start realizing how nutritiously dense the protein and fat in the ruminant red meat animals is. And you go from there. You learn from everybody. Take some wisdom from there's a lot of channels. It's undeniable people are resolving health issues. So the best thing I can think of is to start being a sponge. Start finding different hidden wisdoms that people do. Try it. Give it a chance. You've gone X amount of time in your life not aware of this. And now going from zero to hero may be pretty difficult. But it's to start the process. Become consciously aware of what we put into our bodies will reflect your health. Sometimes immediately. Other people it takes a lot more work and they struggle a little bit, and that's okay too. It's getting better every day. It's feeling amazing every day. It's being able to sleep and wake up and be happy to be alive. Now you can do all the therapeutic stuff. You can do all the supplements in the world. You can do all the interventions you want, protocols. How good do you feel right now? Because I can tell you, I feel amazing doing this. Is this forever? I'm trying it out. This is my N of 1. This is my experiment. So I play around with certain things. Right now I'm doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for 30 days to get grounded, to simplify it. I'm feeling good. And, do I have to change it up? Maybe. But right now we're focused. My weight's steady, my strength's steady, my energy's steady. I feel great. It's working for me, and nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can study me or prove it wrong. So I urge you to find your way, to find your truth. And it may not be the same for everybody, whether like I saw, shout out to Carnivore Soldier, saw a great video on grass-fed, grain-fed. You know what? When it comes down to what your body needs, and your body needs protein, complete, bioavailable, nutrient-dense, full-spectrum amino acid protein. So how you get there, that's up to you. I think the best option is to just eat meat. I mean, it's there for you. Eggs, fish, all of it is good. So that's what I'm going to say today, guys. I really appreciate all the subscribers, and I really appreciate your attention. I'm helping a couple new guys out, Adrian and Evan. We'll get there. Just keep at it, keep learning, figure it out for yourself, what works for you. I'm here to help. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing. Stay strong.